Once upon a time, during the bright and sunny days of summer, a little ant was busy gathering food for the cold months ahead. Day in and day out, she worked tirelessly, collecting grains of wheat and storing them in her nest. The ant knew that the long winter was inevitable, and she wanted to make sure she and her family would have enough to eat when the frost arrived. Not far from where the ant was working, a carefree grasshopper lounged in the sunshine, singing and playing his violin. He watched the ant scurry back and forth with amusement. "Why do you work so hard, little ant?" he asked with a chuckle. "Come join me, enjoy the sun, and sing a song with me." The ant paused for a moment and looked at the grasshopper. "I cannot stop to play," she said. "Winter is coming, and I need to gather food. If I don't prepare now, I'll starve when the cold weather arrives." The grasshopper laughed and shrugged. "There's plenty of time for that. Why waste such a beautiful day working? I'll worry about the winter when it gets here." And with that, he went back to singing, completely ignoring the ant's warning. As the weeks passed, the ant continued her diligent work, storing more and more food, while the grasshopper danced and sang, enjoying the last days of warmth without a care in the world. He didn't gather a single morsel of food, confident that he would figure something out when the time came. Soon enough, winter arrived. The air turned bitterly cold, the trees lost their leaves, and the ground was covered in snow. The grasshopper, having not prepared at all, found himself hungry and freezing. There was no food to be found anywhere, and he hadn't stored anything to eat during the winter. Desperate and shivering, he remembered the hardworking ant. The grasshopper made his way to the ant's cozy nest and knocked on the door. "Please, ant," he begged, "I'm hungry and cold. I have no food to eat. Can you spare some of yours?" The ant looked at the grasshopper with pity, but also with a sense of justice. "During the summer, I warned you that winter would come, and you laughed at me," she said. "While I worked, you played. Now you see the importance of planning for the future." Though the ant felt sorry for the grasshopper, she had only enough food to last for herself and her family through the winter. "I'm sorry, grasshopper, but I cannot give you food. I worked hard to prepare, and you must face the consequences of your choices." The grasshopper, cold and regretful, finally realized the importance of preparing for the future. But it was too late.